Let's ruin our lives.
Getting pissed at high tides, chewing up like cyanide. Please don't revive. Let's ruin our lives. Some pills in acid, nails in my casket. That sounds romantic. To just ruin our lives.
それじゃあビデオ見てもらいます。寝んなよ。
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Ruin Our Lives. Today, we are joined by another musician coming from the Phoenix, Arizona area. This is Mr. Matt Lohr from the Fast 86'ERS. How are you doing today, friend?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for coming on.
Hey, no worries.
We'll just get right into it. How did the 86'ERS form? Where do you guys play?
We formed around 2020. Trying to think, I think we were right before the quarantine. And I gigged out quite a bit in the 90s and kind of early 2000s. And then I kind of did what a lot of people do. They have kids and
Right.
kind of got out of just, it's a huge time commitment.
Sure.
Even just playing in a band for fun. So
Definitely.
kids getting older, I decided I wanted to get back into it, and really didn't know anybody who wasn't already playing in a bunch of bands. And then our drummer Chris, I know him from work, and I actually put an ad on Craigslist. I was like, I don't really want to do this, and thankfully he
Really?
saw it. I knew he was in a band, but I didn't want to bother him, like
Right.
I don't work directly with him, and he answered. So it was him and I for a while, probably 4, 5, 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And we just jammed. We got in a little rehearsal space and played. I don't even know if we had any full songs, but we played covers or we played whatever we wanted. And then our bass player Brian, I work with him directly, and we worked the same place, and he kind of learned bass guitar to be in this band. He knew
Nice.
how to play guitar a little bit.
Yeah.
And he bought a bass, and it worked out great.
That's awesome.
And he's actually tremendous. He's put in the time. He's a fantastic bass player.
Nice.
He'd never played before.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
How does he like the transition to the bass?
He was kind of still learning guitar almost, so it was pretty easy for him, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it was like he was learning both at the same time. So,
Might as well, yeah.
but he puts the time in.
For sure. That's excellent. A totally different beast there. So I noticed in one of your posts on Instagram, you were playing a 74 Gibson.
Yeah.
Is that was made in 74? I'm assuming in the U.S.?
It's a 1974. Man, I got that in the 90s for like $200.
No way,
Back when
really?
you could get guitars. It's right here.
Oh, okay,
Right
nice. Beautiful. Wow. That's
But,
awesome.
I don't play. I have that, and I have a 79 Les Paul.
Nice.
And I played each of them one time out, and that's it. I don't like to play guitars like that out.
Sure.
They're worth too much to me, and to be honest, they're worth way too much money
For sure,
to
yeah.
play out. So
Definitely.
I just wanted to play them. I used to play them in the 90s. Those were my two main guitars. That's
Oh,
all
okay.
I played.
Wow.
But same thing, I got the 79 Les Paul for $300 from some guy down the street. So
That's wild. Wow.
yeah.
I used to play, I think it was a '03 Les Paul that I got after my dad passed away. And that thing was just like a beast. I was so used to playing like Fenders.
It's crazy. And it's on the rack. It's another one. It's way too heavy.
Yeah, for sure. What's the wood on the neck with the 74?
It's a maple neck, which is odd for Gibson. It's a bolt-on too. So it was a weird Gibson, I guess, made them. They're called Marauders.
Oh, okay.
And they were cheap. They were bolt-ons because Gibson doesn't bolt on necks.
Right.
They were made in the 70s to be like a cheap, kind of to almost compete with Tellys and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they're kind of rare. They didn't make a lot of them, so now they're actually worth a ton of money.
That is
Just
awesome.
because they didn't make a ridiculous amount of them. It's a great guitar. It's
I'm
not
sure.
original. Somebody changed everything inside it,
Right.
so it's fun.
For
That
sure.
one's not heavy.
Right. Oh, okay, yeah. It's a smaller build.
It's kind of
Thin,
like what
yeah.
an Epiphone is now.
Oh, okay.
Only it was all. I think it's made in Nashville. I looked it up. It's all
Oh,
USA
okay.
made back then. So
Man, I'll tell you, I've been playing guitar since I was like 13 or whatever, and I've pawned all my instruments like off and on throughout my life. But I bought an electric Epiphone starter kit just for the heck of it or whatever, or hell of it. We can swear on this podcast. I don't know why I said heck. Yeah, the Epiphone, like the frets were like tearing my fingers and my palm.
yeah,
I was like,
the really cheap ones. There's like
yeah,
higher grade of like because I play a couple Squires, which are the Fender kind of Epiphone,
right,
but they're like classic they're like really nice. They're pro guitars. They're just a
for
couple
sure.
$100 less. But
Right.
the really, really entry level ones, the frets are always they'll slice you open. You gotta
Yeah,
file
yeah. I just got rid of it. I was like,
them.
this isn't worth it.
Yeah,
So
they're not
yeah,
worth it.
definitely not. So okay, so you guys, so you're from Mesa, Arizona,
Yep.
correct? Born and bred, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm native. Never left Arizona.
Oh, okay, nice. One of the rare ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are all the other guys in the band also from Arizona? Or
This is embarrassing. I'm 90% sure they are, but I guess I'll find out. It's one of those things I'm like, I think they are, but no, I'm pretty sure they are.
yeah, that's funny. So you're friends with Jeremy, who did our
Yes.
second to last episode from the band Redoubt. Very cool
Yeah.
dude. Do you guys play a lot of shows with Redoubt, or what kind of bands do you
So our
play?
first, how I kind of got to know our first show ever was with them.
Oh, okay.
Like just happened to be with them.
Yeah.
We've played I think maybe 3 times with them.
Hmm.
And he comes to ours. I try to go to as many of theirs as I can.
Yeah.
He recorded our EP we just put out too. He
Oh,
has
very cool.
well, you know that he has this recording studio.
Right,
Did
right.
you know that?
I actually don't
Yeah,
think
so
I
he,
did. I
he
don't
has a
think I did know that.
he has a recording studio.
Oh,
He's really low key about it. And he just
yeah.
kind of does friends bands and stuff. But a huge
Oh,
part, a decent section of his house, and like a legit, he
oh,
can mic like this amp here. We
yeah.
actually did something that nobody does anymore,
Oh,
and we
okay.
went out of the amp, like
Oh, nice. Yeah.
microphone out of the amp. I was
Right.
like,
That
it's
is
a pain
awesome.
in the ass, but it's kind of a fun thing to do
For sure.
because
Yeah.
nobody does that anymore.
Right.
Everybody goes. I don't blame you. It's way easier
Right.
to go right in your computer
And
and then
then,
change
yeah.
it. You can,
Exactly.
if you don't like the tone, you just click, you change, and like there's kind of fun pressure when you go out of the amp of like
For sure.
that's you can tweak a little bit, but
Hmm.
that's it. That's what you get. That's the sound you get is
Yeah.
what you can't change it. So
Right.
it was
No,
fun.
that's honest and raw. Like you were saying on the computer, you just
It
put in
is.
whatever effect over it, and it's
Yeah,
like, it's kind of
yeah.
like
And
cheating.
you can do a little. You can add
Yeah.
reverb and delays, and
Right.
we added a little tremolo to some stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
But for the most part, it was my pedal board and my amp back here, and
That's awesome. Nice.
just listening back and going nope, going back and adjusting it, and
Hmm.
so
What year
yeah.
is that,
So yeah,
Marshall?
that's a you know what? It's made to look old, but it's not old.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I will not play. I won't play old amps. Not
Oh,
on
really?
stage. They're a headache.
Yeah.
Unless they've been rewired.
Hmm.
Like they're cool. They're hipster. They're
Right.
not. That's like a. It's probably less than 10 years old.
Oh,
So.
okay. Yeah.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
it's
No,
Marshall,
I don't
so
want. I do not like guitars. I don't mind because I can switch out.
right.
But guitars and amps and pedals, I want everything new.
Sure, I get
I
that.
don't want to
Yeah.
mess with it.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Again, when my dad passed away, I inherited his Fender Jazzmaster tube amp, and
Oh wow.
that thing was a beast.
Oh yeah.
It was
No.
so heavy to lug
Yeah,
around. Yeah,
that's another thing I do that old guys do. That's all tube, but
yeah,
it heavy, but I
for
think
sure,
they sound amazing.
for sure. Yeah, no, you can't go wrong with Marshall. Definitely. How did you start playing music? Have you been playing your whole life? Or?
No, so you said age 13. That's funny. I took a guitar class in 8th grade, which was 13 years old.
Oh, okay.
An elective,
Mm-hmm.
and I did okay, and then like typical, like didn't play it for like a year.
Right.
And then kind of got into high school and had some friends that really knew how to play. Like they're like 15-year-old guys. I'm like, holy
Oh, yeah.
crap! Like you can play like they were just like I remember just a buddy playing like a Judas Priest song, and I'm like,
Nice.
you can't. you can't play that. Like, you're not an adult.
Right.
He's like, oh, really? I can teach you, not the leads, but he's like, I can teach you how to play these songs. And once I got a few under my belt, I was like, you know what? This is doable. Like,
Yeah, nice.
you don't have to spend 8 hours a day in your room. You can just learn to play guitar well. So,
definitely.
kind of from 13, for the most part since then, there's a few years, especially when my kids were little, it was just strumming an acoustic. I didn't play, because you know how it is. It's more fun to watch your kids grow up than it is to play guitar. So.
And safer for your guitar.
Oh, yeah. No, I buttoned them up, put them in the cases, put them in the bed.
Definitely.
So my son plays, so he got to play. He got to learn on a 79 Gibson.
That's amazing. Wow. Nice. Does he play in bands also, or?
No, he's in the Navy, but he will, because he's an absolute insane shredder. Like,
nice.
Like, just glommed onto it, and he is, oh my gosh, I can't solo like that.
Yeah.
Never even tried. So.
Right.
When he's out, he better.
For sure. So were you mainly into like metal as a kid, or?
I grew up on classic rock, like Beatles. My mom had Beatles albums, Beach Boys albums, so I always loved the songwriting of those. You know, when I learned to play, it's you learn to play. Like, I grew up in the '80s, so it was '70s and '80s rock. I mean, because it was accessible. You could buy those little songbooks that had them. People knew them. I really listened, and you can kind of tell, especially if you see us live. Like, I do a lot of classic rock, like 70s rock. I love 70s rock.
Sure.
And kind of in the 80s did get into punk, especially the West Coast, like Dead Kennedys and Vandals. And, which I tell people, like, my guitar tone where I dial the gain way down, put a lot of reverb. I'm like, it is 100% trying to sound like East Bay Ray from Dead Kennedys.
Nice. Yeah.
I know, like I've listened to it live and gone, man, that's perfect.
For sure.
Absolutely sounds like 80s Dead Kennedys.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah. I managed to listen to a little bit of your guys' like live recordings. I noticed your tone right away. The tone is just like, it bites
pretty
through.
Tinny. Pretty tinny.
I like that.
I don't like a lot of distortion, and that's I'm a alt country guy too.
Right.
And that's that. Like, there's a challenge of playing clean. Like, you listen to, I think the best guitar players in the world are country pickers.
Sure, yeah.
And they have nothing to hide behind.
Right.
They're playing through clean amps, and you hear every note is crisp, and you're like, there's some pressure when you play a little cleaner, even live. Like,
I agree.
I've got to hit stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So it's made me a better player. Take it away. I used to play with way too much distortion in the '90s.
Yeah, I get that. If you mess up, you can just like have some feedback. Everyone
like,
thinks it's cool.
Like Nirvana and Smashing Pumpkins. Well, these guys just have so much guitar. Why can't I? So it just makes sense.
Sure. Yeah. So, right on. What going back to the 70s, what was your favorite band from that era?
Oh, I love it's on your list, so I won't give it up, but like the whole boogie rock thing is like the old ZZ Tops. I love Southern rock. The Lynyrd Skynyrd's, the Marshall Tuckers. Those guys could play. My gosh.
That's for sure.
Bands with 3 guitar players, and everyone is great.
Right,
even the Eagles, as much as people make fun of them, I'm like, every guy in that band was the best guy in any other band.
I agree.
They're that good. I mean, you don't have to like them.
I don't understand the hate on the Eagles. They're amazing songwriters. I've never heard a bad song by the Eagles.
Their songs are great. They really are. I don't know. Maybe just because they got so big, people hate them.
I guess. I blame The Big Lebowski. Did you see that movie?
Man, come on. I had a rough night, and I hate the fucking Eagles, man.
Everyone in my generation was like, yeah, I hate the Eagles. It's like, have you heard them? They're great. They're classic.
I like them.
Yeah, for sure.
But and those are the kind of the bands that I listen to.
Yeah.
A ton of, even like Bob Seger and stuff like that.
Great.
It's like, that's great.
That's old time rock and roll, right? He did that song.
Yeah. You can't tell me you don't know when those songs come on the radio. I'm like, man. even younger people are like, I know this song, I've heard it. My dad listened to it.
Right.
So
For sure, yeah.
yeah.
So I guess real quick, how did you get into punk? Was there like a certain person that introduced it to you?
You know what? I remember being in junior high, Mesa, Arizona. I remember it was kind of came along with the whole 80s skateboarding thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just like everybody on my street one Christmas got cool big skateboards.
Right,
And
right.
they sort of went with that. Punk was absolute. I remember a friend of mine named Jeff, like, he just used to just give me tapes of like
Nice.
Agent Orange and Dead Kennedys
Oh,
and
nice.
stuff. And,
Very cool.
and it was funny because I always gravitated towards like DI and bands like that if you listen, Dead Kennedys, if you listen, again, it's guitar snobbery. Those guys they weren't sloppy, screamy punk bands.
Totally.
Like,
yeah.
listen to those old Dead Kennedys albums. You're like, this guy's good.
Yeah, for sure.
Really, really good songwriter. Good, good guitars. Like,
Yeah,
not just
definitely.
sloppy and loud. And I think that's why I don't play heavy, sloppy, loud guitar.
Right, yeah.
And I always liked, even with the punk bands, I was kind of like, these guys are good musicians.
Yeah.
People overlook punk, but there's some phenomenal players in punk.
By far. I mean, look at the Bad Brains, Fugazi.
Oh, God, Bad Brains, yeah.
Yeah, especially East Bay Ray and Dead Kennedys. His style always inspired me the most as a guitar player.
D.I. had the Agnew brothers, and I mean, those guys were playing fast leads. And I'm like, don't listen to people, this is crap. I'm like, listen to these leads. These guys they're fast. They're good guitar.
Definitely, yeah.
It's because they all grew up in the 70s.
For sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
They all grew up listening to amazing guitar players.
That's true. That's a good point. I guess
That's my theory.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I never put that together, but it makes perfect sense. Like the Minutemen.
So if you grew up like learning, all you had to learn from was Leonard Skinner, you're like, eventually you're going to be like, I want to learn to play that fast part too.
That's true. That's a good point. Huh.
Yeah.
I grew up in the 90s and started playing music in the 2000s. And when I think about like my generation, I'm 39. When I think about my generation and their punk rock, it's all very rudimentary, like 3 chords.
It's why pop punk kind of surprising to me. And I think because I'm a little bit of a snob where I just grew up listening to different music and pop punk got real popular. But when you think about it, you can play it. You can play like Blink-182 songs, and I'm not slamming on them. They're good musicians.
They are, yeah.
But you can learn those songs, especially on guitar. They're not hiding. I don't think they're pretending. They're like, you could probably play our songs.
For sure, yeah.
By the time you're 15, you can learn those songs.
100%, yeah. I never really liked their music until recently for some reason. I think becoming a dad made me like calm. It's weird.
It's silly.
Yeah, like I've gotten more into pop punk, but at the same time more into like more extreme metal, like going into. Were you ever into like black metal or death metal at all?
No. My son sends me stuff. He is so into like prog heavy stuff, and again, I listen like, man, these guys are insane musicians.
Yeah,
it's just I have trouble with songs that don't have like More Than a Feeling by Boston. There's a riff to that song you can hum. I can teach you that. Like, listen, it's hard for me to listen to some of those that don't have like a catchy riff.
I get that. Like,
that's growing up in the 70s.
For sure, yeah. There's no melody. It's no rhythm.
I hate it. Once in a while, I'll hear a song. I'm like, I like that one. I'll put it on the shuffle list. But overall, I tried. I can't.
Yeah. What about Pantera?
I like Pantera. I mean, they're Texas metal.
Right.
I like those bands. Power Trip was one more recently I saw, like right before the pandemic, a band called Power Trip out of Texas.
Oh, okay.
Sounded like Pantera a bit, young. I guess their singer died a few years ago, but they were fantastic. And it was just that 90s.
Yeah.
Just, standard tuning thrash. Like, nothing crazy about it. And I really like it. So, I love Pantera.
Yeah, I do too. Despite their controversy.
They're from Texas.
Yeah, my dad's from Texas. I kind of grew up hearing what Pantera was about a little bit. But, yeah. So you guys described yourselves as cowpunk. Could you tell me what that is.
Cowpunk is our quote unquote marketing label.
Yeah.
You got to be like, we're not really punk. We definitely work well with punk sets because we're fast. Our sets are fast. We don't talk a lot during our sets.
I like that. Yeah.
Like we bundle 4 or 5 songs and just don't talk between them. I'm
nice.
like, man, that's the way that people. I've learned through the years. Like if nobody knows who you are, they don't really care what your song means.
Yeah, true.
They don't care how you wrote it. They don't care.
It's true.
They're just there to hear noise.
For sure.
So cowpunk, and that's grown up here in the Southwest with bands like a band called the Meat Puppets, who are
of course,
they got pretty big.
Legendary Phoenix band. Oh, they're from Tempe. Okay.
Well, yeah, Phoenix. I say Phoenix, talking about the area. They're a Tempe band, and like they were known as being kind of an early cowpunk style band. Even like bands like the Minutemen have a cowpunk.
Yeah, definitely.
And Shuffle Vandals did a ton of cowpunk in the 80s.
For sure. Yeah.
So that's kind of our like. All right, we're cowpunk. We're kind of hard rock cowpunk. Like we go back and forth, but it's everybody. You have to have that label to send promoters. Like
yeah, that's true.
I found if you have to explain what you sound like, they lose interest. I don't blame them. So like, we're kind of cowpunk.
That makes sense. Yeah. So dealing with promoter. So I'm interested in the promoters out here as well as like the crowds. Let's start with the crowds. What type of people do you usually like play to? Is it punks? Is it more like an older crowd? Or?
Yeah. So we bounce around. I saw some of your topics you sent me. Thanks for doing that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate you doing the work.
Yeah, I try.
Because I always get on these with like things I want to say, and then if I don't write them down, I blank out.
Right.
Same. I just start talking about guitars or something stupid. But the crowd's like it. The funny thing about Phoenix is it's like I always joke like it's like rap East Coast West Coast. Like when we go play at like the Blues or somewhere on the West Side, like Starlight, it's a different crowd.
Definitely.
It's definitely that working class sort of biker crowd.
Yeah.
We do really, really well with them because it's that fast, but the root of our music, the root of the songs I write are all 70s rock.
Right, okay.
Maybe speed them up a bit, add a little more, maybe a little rockabilly riff to them, but we really do well with hard rock bills where we're kind of the only borderline punk band.
Yeah, okay.
But we can adapt real well to, we've played with metal bands, we've played with hard rock, and a lot of the,
I could see that, the
poppier punk bands struggle on those bills.
Sure, of course.
And you can't be intimidated, you just get up there and act like you belong and treat everybody cool, and so, but when we play the East Side, like Time Out or Yucca and places like that, it's absolute more of a punk crowd.
For sure. The last punk show I went to out here was actually at Time Out Lounge years ago now, way before, in like 2018 or something like that. That's the last time I went to a show. But a skinhead like attacked like a hippie guy and then was like really like regretful that he had done that.
That's weird.
Yeah,
you did it.
Yeah, I think he was just like drunk. But is there ever any like violence out here in the shows?
We've never had any. Like we even played at a place called the 44 on the West Side last couple weeks ago, and some people said, "Oh, the vibe there's rough, and it's a biker, and it's probably a bit more." Now we played a punk show there, so the crowd was all over. But the bar itself is probably a bit more politically conservative than the East Side bars are.
Yeah, for sure. I can see that.
But we had a great time. Everybody was so cool. Nobody like the Blues is a rough bar. Nobody fights. No, we've not had a single issue at our show of fighting. We haven't had anybody steal any gear. We're super careful. I'm so protective of my stuff when I go to shows. I check on it all the time. So.
For sure. I actually live right down the street from the Blues. So if you guys are ever out here, let me know. I'll ride my bike over there or something.
I just booked one yesterday.
Oh, nice. Oh, sweet.
It'll be not till November, but
well, this will come out in like a month, so we'll make sure to promote it and everything. So
perfect. Yeah. We just booked November out there. So
okay, awesome. Okay, very cool. Yeah, I've always liked the punk scene out here. Like I'm from LA originally, where everything is so competitive and like fashion based, and
LA is a weird like
It is.
We have people that talk about like they're like touring. They're like, this sounds crazy. Like you should go to Albuquerque. You should go to El Paso. You should go to Vegas. Nobody says to go to LA is not
Really?
the music place anymore. Yeah, they said it's
Yeah.
just too spread out.
Yeah.
Especially it's like with punk and metal. They're like, believe it or not, it's not what it used to be. And
Yeah.
everyone says, I have family out there that play music, and they're like, yeah, don't come out here. It's
Yeah.
you won't draw like you draw in smaller like go to like Albuquerque's a huge one for some reason.
That's
Not funny.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the punk scene is still definitely there. The goth has sort of like taken over a lot,
Yeah.
like this like, you know, sort of 80s synth goth punk style. But yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know. I don't know.
I think it's just a lot of the venues expect things from you. And
That's
it's like,
true,
If you're
yeah.
if you're a small band, you're coming from out of town.
Yeah,
you're
that's
not
a
gonna
good point.
rock. You're planning on glomming onto some of their bands
True, true.
and playing in front of their folks. You know.
That's a good point. Yeah. Well, I'm from San Pedro, where the Minutemen are from. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I'd highly recommend at least stopping by that town if you're ever
Yeah,
out
that's
in that
probably
area.
a much
Yeah.
more. That's an artsy,
Exactly. Yeah. Artsy,
very
working class.
cool,
Yeah.
skatery
Exactly,
kind
yeah.
of area.
Oh,
That's
so you-
probably a good spot. Yeah.
So you're familiar
I
with
know
that?
San Pedro's. Yeah,
Oh, you do. Oh, nice.
I got all my family's in California. So.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Nice. Yeah. Well, you know, the people are trying to gentrify it, but we won't talk about that. So,
Yeah.
doing some snooping on your Facebook page, I saw that you were a paramedic with the fire department.
Yeah, I've been captain paramedic
Oh, wow.
for a fire department. All three of us in the band are. That's how we know each other.
Really?
We're all career. I've got almost 29 years of it.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
yeah, it's a little different for most bands.
Yeah, I'd say so.
People don't expect it. People from work will come and they'll say, "I didn't expect you to sound." I'm like, "What did you?" They expect like Bob Seger. Like,
Right.
like,
Sure.
You guys don't sound like you act at work. I'm like,
Right.
well, that's the point. Like
That does.
to have fun.
So that occupation. So like one of my friends was an EMT, and he definitely would tell me some stories. I'm not going to ask you anything about that, but
Yeah.
does that occupation like leak into the music at all? Into like your songwriting or lyrics?
It
or-
really hasn't. My songwriting is so random on the things that I write about. Some of it's personal, but not really. Like it's a lot of. I just look at it as like if you're a fiction writer. That's kind of like how I like to write music and write stories about things that. There's a few things that have happened of songs we have that are kind of based on things that have happened to me.
Right.
But they're usually funny stories. Like
Okay.
I like to write. Yeah. So.
So is there a lot of humor in the music?
Yeah, there's and again, it's a lot of it is because like lyrically and probably only when you're seeing a band live, it's tough to hear what they're saying.
Right. Yeah.
So usually we're probably the only ones that get the jokes, but
Right.
who cares?
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
they're fun sounding songs. You can tell,
Right.
like we have some serious songs, and when you do a serious song, I try to write the music. It's minor keyed usually.
Okay.
A little heavier, and the funny songs are twangy, and
Right. Right.
most of them have that little rockabilly country twang to them, and so it's pretty easy to tell which ones are the silly ones.
Right. Right. And so you said you have a new EP that just came out?
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
Okay.
God, I don't even remember when it's been out. At least 2-3 months. 4 songs. Yeah.
Okay.
We just did a little 4-song thing. So
Well, what is it
I
called?
mean, like out of that, this is so. It's funny. Our drummer, who usually he's just kind of a quieter guy and phenomenal drummer. And like we always joke, like if you get a good drummer,
Oh yeah.
just have him show up and drum.
Right.
Like I'll handle
That's
all
true.
social media. I'll handle this.
For sure.
Brian, the bass player, will handle all this other stuff. And we like just because they're so hard to find. But
Yes.
we're kicking all these album titles, and we couldn't come up with anything. And out of nowhere, he goes, "Why don't we call it the Best of Volume 2? We have no Best of. We have
awesome.
no Best of Volume 1. We have 7 songs recorded.
Nice. That's hilarious.
It was in practice, and I thought, oh my gosh, why is that so funny?
That is hilarious.
Not a single person has got, why did you call it the best? I mean, that's the better joke, is nobody has wondered, like,
Yeah.
these songs were never released on anything
That's so
else.
good,
And
yeah.
I thought it was such a good title. Like,
That's hilarious.
like, why not? Like, nobody cares but us.
Right. No, that's great. I love inside jokes in bands like that.
Yeah, it's 100% inside.
About drummers, they really are sort of like an entity unto themselves, huh? Like, I can play drums, but I would never call myself a drummer.
I can play drums to the point where, like, yeah, I understand how to play drums, but
Right.
yeah, and again, you get a good one, like,
Oh man, yeah,
they're so in demand.
for sure, and impossible to find.
It is. I was so lucky because it was like, I've been in bands where you go through 4 or 5 drummers because they're flaky, and it's like, God, I hate to fire a drummer because
Right.
we'll never find one. But if you have a crappy one, you can't even be a band. So
Isn't that weird?
We're lucky. He's
Like,
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, isn't it weird how their drummers are like notoriously like kind of the most difficult people to work with, but if you get a really good drummer, it just completely kind of makes the sound of the band. Like, look at like the Pixies, Nirvana, like
punk earlier, like every single punk band, go back and listen.
Oh yeah,
almost every one of them have good drummers.
True.
Some of the guitar players are terrible. Some of the singers are terrible. But usually the drummers and the bass players
That's a good point, yeah.
are usually good at their... It's funny how, like, the rhythm section, it's like they just carry the band. Or even like Blink-182, by far the best guy in the band is the drummer.
That's true.
Like, not even close. He is a phenomenal, way better than that band.
Yeah, I know. And he started in the Aquabats, which is so cool.
He was in the Aquabats. I think I saw the Aquabats with him. Nice. I don't remember what year, but I saw them when they were pretty new.
That's awesome. Nice.
So it's hard to tell because they're wearing masks, but he had to be the drummer.
Right. I know he was on the first album, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw them right after that in a little bar here. So I'm like, he had to be the drummer.
Yeah, he must have been.
So,
yeah. I guess we don't really need to talk about promoters because I know how promoters are. I'm sure most people get it. Or
there's good ones, there's bad ones.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, for sure. Do you have a favorite stand-up comedian?
It's funny you said that. Like, my wife and I, we used to go to quite a bit we'd go to comedy shows and then we just stopped going, and I don't know why. I think I just got out of touch.
Yeah.
I'm not into a lot of the comedy that's popular now.
Right.
But like John Mulaney, guys like that.
He is funny.
He's so quick.
He is, yeah.
It's not that some people don't find that funny because they're not funny haha jokes, and I'm like, do you know how hard it is to be that quick?
Yeah, for sure.
All the time. Guys like him, I'm like, I just appreciate it. Like, I always liked the Norm Macdonalds of the world because, man, they were so awkward and uncomfortable.
Right.
Well, if you're not homophobic, why not whack off your friend that's a gay guy?
And my wife and I just went and saw one in Glendale, a tiny little comedy club. His name was Gabe Rutledge.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard.
Look him up. Gabe or Gabriel. He's got long hair. And man, he was his set was flawless. And again, I think coming from like playing live music, like I think people don't realize, they think stand-up comedians just get up there and just tell jokes. And
exactly.
No, they practice those sets.
Exactly.
Most of them have little notebooks, and that's okay, a little cheap book.
Sure, yeah.
I'm like, and then he does really good crowd work, but not over the top.
Right,
you have to be good at crowd work or you'll lose a crowd.
True.
Especially on a Saturday night, the late show when everyone's just partied out.
For sure.
But he was super funny. Like I said, good flow, everything moved. And I was like, I appreciate that. Like, he's put work into that set.
Nice. What do you know what the name of the club was, or was it?
It was called Stir Crazy in Glendale. It's right there by the football stadium.
Oh,
it's it's an upstairs tiny little club.
Is that
that's tiny.
Right. Oh, I didn't know there was a Westgate. That's right.
I didn't either. I saw he was coming. I saw him online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, oh shoot, let's go see him. So we did.
That's right on. I had no idea there was a comedy club out there.
Little one. It's pretty good.
That's cool. Nice.
It's
Like
cheap.
small ceiling, not like
Pretty decent size. It's
decent size. Yeah.
upstairs. They did a good job of it.
Yeah.
It's probably small to mid size. I don't think it's like tiny like the ones in like the strip malls and stuff.
Right.
Those
Yeah.
little improv clubs. But
Sure. Yeah. Huh. That's really
yeah,
cool. Yeah. There is a big comedy scene out here.
it's getting like
It is.
come to find out like Tempe and Phoenix are
Mhm.
actually good stops. Comedians come here.
They do. Yeah.
I notice a lot of bands don't come here. They go
Yeah.
to Tucson and they skip Phoenix.
It's true.
Comedians come here. They
Yeah.
comedy crowds do really well here.
Yeah.
So
I think Phoenix is known for how good the
yeah,
crowds are. Yeah.
I think in the summer people will do anything inside.
True. That's a good
Well,
point. Yeah.
they're like comedy club. It's inside. I'll do it.
True, and it is kind of like the opposite everywhere else.
Yeah.
Like on the East Coast, everybody stays inside during the winter,
Yeah.
or I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Terrible.
I was gonna say that makes me think like the bands. A lot of bands definitely skip over the Phoenix area
Isn't it
and go to
crazy?
Tucson. Yeah,
Like the big bands will
Yeah.
hit Phoenix,
I
but like those like mid-level bands that I love,
hmm
they skip Phoenix. Like you got to go
Yeah.
down to Tucson
It's
sometimes
true.
to see them. It
Do you-
sucks. I get it. It's a weird, especially on weekdays. It's a blue collar town. People
Right.
don't go to weekday shows here.
hmm True.
They just don't.
I was thinking like maybe it could be like really like politically based. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I literally think it's just based on like promoters. I think
hmm,
the people that are the booking agents. I think they just know because
right.
like you'll see a band here that's like years ago I saw Dinosaur Jr. and I saw him at
Nice.
Crescent.
Oh, nice.
Crescent's not a big venue.
No, it's tiny. I
And
mean,
then they go to LA after that. They play for 1,500 to 2,000 sold
right.
out.
Yeah.
And when you play Phoenix and it's 250 people,
Sure.
that's Phoenix for you.
True. Yeah.
They're not
That's
they're
true.
not making money, but they'd rather play in front of 1,500 people.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sure.
yeah, for sure. That's cool though. Crescent's a great place. I
Oh,
really
I
like
love
it.
it.
Yeah,
You put favorite venues. That's my favorite, or a big medium. I guess that's a medium venue. I would
right.
say
Yeah,
we've never played there, never will. But I love going to shows at Crescent.
yeah. It's great. I've been there a
Yeah,
few times. I saw Jonathan
yeah.
Richman.
Oh
From
yeah.
the Modern Lovers.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just him and a drummer or
No, it's
acoustic.
not Mary Band.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
That's how everybody knows him.
it's
Yeah,
true.
I
Yeah,
listen to stuff,
I love
stuff
Jonathan
online
Richman.
about
Okay, well, we'll wrap up soon here. We're at 38 minutes.
it. Okay.
Well, before I ask you this final question, which I ask everybody, I love hearing what everybody's answer is. Would you like to promote any upcoming shows and the new EP where
Oh
we can
yeah.
all find it online or buy it in person?
Yeah, go to our Instagram, Facebook, the Fast 86'ERS. If you go to our Instagram, we have our link tree. So
Okay.
that's the way to do it. We got the YouTubes, we got the links to that, and then we have our old kind of demos, which were on Bandcamp. We're kind of remixing those, and we're going to throw those on the servers as well, the
Okay.
streaming services. Yeah, we have. I wrote it down here. I should know this. Oh, it's Starlight. So we have a West Side show coming up November
Okay.
12th.
Nice.
That's like a Tuesday, which is cool. It's supporting a band called Spirits. They're from Vancouver, Canada.
Okay.
This
Nice.
is here's a perfect example. We are by far we're the only band on this that isn't heavy. Like
Oh,
we'll probably be the opener, and we're a great opener.
yeah. That's dope.
But they're like kind of emo thrash almost.
Really?
I was listening to them, like I actually like it. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, these guys are like heavy. And the
Interesting.
other bands we're playing with are a lot heavier. And it's kind of cool. I love that we can play shows like that.
That
And we're
is really
confident.
cool.
Like we're not to blow my own horn, but like
Yeah.
I play guitar solos. I love solos. Throw solos in.
You're
So
very good. Yeah.
we fit with those guys.
Yeah.
So that's that's August 12th. August 30th,
Oh, okay.
we're doing our first show at Ground Zero. Other than like ticketed shows, like last month, they weren't even there yet, I'm sure. But
Mhm.
like we did get to open for DI, which was awesome.
That's awesome.
Like
Nice.
one of the
Yeah.
people that not even the original guitar player.
Huh,
I
still.
is the original singer, so that's good enough.
Right,
Who
right.
was also he's also the original drummer for Social Distortion
I did not know
and
that.
the Adolescents. So that guy was
Oh,
pretty cool.
wow.
It was cool meeting him.
Nice.
But
Is that Frank Agnew?
no, the Agnews are gone.
That's right. I knew
Oh
that.
God, I'm so embarrassed. Nice guy.
Yeah,
I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, the was it Frank and Rick were
that's
the
right.
guitar guys.
Oh, okay, that's right.
I think Rick was the flashy one, but
Right.
super cool guy though. But
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
yeah, so other than shows like that, we've never
Mm,
played like Ground Zero's all ages. It's
okay.
kind of an art space type thing. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
BYOB, but that is a solid. I think it's $10. Like a band called Killing Sundays playing. They're phenomenal. We love playing with them. A band called Red Shirts Die First. They're a kind of a newer punk band, I think. They're super cool.
Okay.
And this band from they live up like Page area. They're called the Blissons. They're phenomenal rockabilly style.
Okay. Nice.
And I'm like,
Cool.
this is a cool show. It's like hard rock, rockabilly, punk.
That's cool. From
Um,
Page. That's interesting.
Oh, they're phenomenal. They play in Flagstaff a lot.
Oh,
They're
yeah. That makes
we've been
sense.
trying to hook up shows with them for years, and it never works out.
Yeah.
So we're super excited. And
Okay.
then November 13th, we'll be at the Blues. We just found out yesterday.
Okay.
So it's a Thursday night show. So
Okay. Nice. I'll try to go to that.
yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
I think I'm gonna go there next week. Actually, just one of the bands I just interviewed. Okay. Awesome. Very cool. Everybody, follow Matt Lohr and the Fast 86'ers. That's THEFAST 86'ERS.
Yeah.
Right on
I think
Facebook.
there's no apostrophe on the socials, though.
That makes sense.
They don't let you do that, I don't think.
That's true. My apologies. So, okay, yeah, we'll wrap it up here. I'll ask you this final question. Yeah, would you rather attend the gathering of the Juggalos or Burning Man?
Man, I'm a people watcher, so those
Okay.
are both great. Like
Yeah.
I used to like before they passed all the airline laws where you couldn't go
Hmm.
to the gates anymore. If people be like, I would volunteer to pick people up from the airport so I could
Right.
park my car and go to the gates. I
Nice.
love watching. I would, as great as Burning Man would be,
Hmm.
I think I would go to the Juggalos, man. I
Nice.
think that is just. I used to think it was pure insanity, and then I watched this little story about them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what a weird like.
Hmm.
It's like the Grateful Dead people,
For sure.
just
Yeah.
crazier.
Yeah,
But
totally.
nobody's like. It's not just crazy fist fights, and it's like they
Right,
actually
right.
seem. It's weird to me, but they don't seem like crazy people.
Yeah, yeah,
I
no,
would
I get it. Yeah.
100% go see Insane Clown Posse. I think.
Nice. I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most
Yeah.
people, I need to make a tally, but the majority of people on this podcast who have answered that question have said they'd rather go to the gathering of the Juggalos for
No
like
kidding.
basically the same reason. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
there's a
I think
huge.
it would just
Yeah.
be more fun.
Yeah, for sure. I could see that.
Yeah.
I mean, Burning Man seems like I would go to that too, but that seems like much more harrowing. Do you know what I mean? It's like
That just
survival
seems yeah, I feel like you can die at Burning Man.
for real. And people do die.
I don't think you're gonna die at the
Yeah.
gathering.
No, the
Unless you
Juggalos,
just
yeah.
trip and fall and hit your head. I
Right,
think they're
right.
probably pretty nice people.
Yeah, no, they really are. I grew up with a lot of Juggalos. They're really cool. They used to do like backyard wrestling in the parks around San Pedro and stuff.
believe
And
it, yeah.
yeah, they're really cool people. But okay, yeah, we'll end it here. Thank you, Matt, Mr. Lohr, so much for coming on.
I appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it. I liked your music, by the way. I don't think I
Thank
said
you.
that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
We're come see us live. You'll enjoy it.
yeah, for sure. I need to get out
Move-
more.
move,
So.
yeah. It's a
yeah.
lot more fun.
Okay, well, everybody, thank you so much again for watching Let's Ruin Our Lives. Enjoy your lives. Mahalo.
I know, but I'd rather be blind in heaven than sighted in hell.